Ngorongoro crater is one of the most breathtaking natural wonders in Africa and a UNESCO World Heritage Site, located in northern Tanzania. Formed around 2 to 3 million years ago, the crater is the result of a massive volcanic eruption that caused the volcano to collapse inward, creating the largest intact and unfilled volcanic caldera in the world. It measures approximately 19 kilometers, 12 miles, in diameter and covers an area of about 260 square kilometers, 100 square miles, with crater walls rising 600 meters, 2,000 feet, above the floor. The crater lies within the Ngorongoro Conservation Area, which spans over 8,000 square kilometers and forms part of the Greater Serengeti ecosystem. Unlike typical national parks, this conservation area is unique in that it allows for the coexistence of wildlife and local Maasai communities, who are permitted to live and graze their cattle in the area. Ngorongoro crater's enclosed environment provides one of the most densely concentrated wildlife populations in Africa. It hosts an estimated 25,000 large animals, including wildebeests, zebras, elands, buffaloes, and warthogs. Predators such as lions, hyenas, leopards, and jackals also thrive here. One of its most famous residents is the critically endangered black rhinoceros, often spotted on the open plains of the crater floor. This high-altitude basin also boasts a variety of habitats, including grasslands, forests, swamps, and the soda-rich Lake Magadi, which attracts flamingos and other water birds. The combination of diverse ecosystems and rich wildlife makes the crater a must-visit destination for nature lovers, conservationists, and photographers alike. Beyond its remarkable wildlife and geological significance, Ngorongoro crater holds deep archaeological and cultural importance. The surrounding Ngorongoro Conservation Area includes Olduvai Gorge, one of the most important paleoanthropological sites in the world. Often referred to as the cradle of mankind, Olduvai has yielded fossilized remains of early hominins such as Homo habilis, providing crucial evidence for human evolution. Discoveries made here by Lewis and Mary Leakey in the 20th century helped shape our understanding of early human history. Culturally, the area is home to the semi-nomadic Maasai people, who have lived in harmony with the land for generations. Dressed in their traditional red shuka, the Maasai continue to practice pastoralism, herding cattle and goats while coexisting with the region's wildlife. Their presence in the conservation area reflects a unique model of sustainable human-wildlife coexistence, though it also raises ongoing debates around land use, conservation policy, and indigenous rights. Tourism plays a vital role in the region's economy. The crater is a key attraction on Tanzania's northern circuit, which includes the Serengeti, Lake Manyara, and Mount Kilimanjaro. Visitors descend into the crater via a steep road, where they are treated to stunning views and close encounters with animals in a virtually self-contained ecosystem. Strict regulations help manage visitor numbers and protect the area's fragile environment. But balancing conservation and tourism remains a challenge. Despite pressures from climate change, human activity, and tourism, Ngorongoro crater remains a symbol of East Africa's ecological and cultural richness, a place where geology, biodiversity, and human history come together in a singular landscape. The ecological integrity of the Ngorongoro crater relies heavily on careful conservation efforts. Because the crater functions as a closed ecosystem, the balance of predator and prey species is delicately maintained. The grazing animals, such as zebras, gazelles, and wildebeests, play a key role in keeping the grasslands healthy through natural foraging patterns, while carnivores like lions, cheetahs, and hyenas help control herbivore populations and prevent overgrazing. The presence of water throughout the year, thanks to permanent sources like the Munj River, Ngwedikitok Springs, and Lake Magadi, supports life even during the dry season, making the crater a year-round refuge for wildlife. These water bodies attract not just large mammals but also hundreds of bird species, including ostriches, crowned cranes, and seasonal flocks of flamingos that give the lake a pink hue during certain months. However, the crater's isolation creates limitations. For example, the animal populations inside the crater are mostly self-contained, which leads to concerns over genetic diversity, particularly for species like lions. Studies have shown signs of inbreeding among the crater's lion population due to limited migration in and out of the caldera. Similarly, a highly endangered black rhino remains vulnerable to poaching and habitat stress despite strong protection efforts. Conservation in Ngorongoro faces complex challenges, especially as human populations around the conservation area grow. The increasing number of livestock, changing land use patterns, and illegal agricultural activities exert pressure on the surrounding environment. While the Tanzanian government and international conservation bodies strive to maintain the balance between people, wildlife, and tourism, striking that balance is an ongoing struggle requiring adaptive management, community engagement, and long-term vision. As one of the most visited natural attractions in Tanzania, Ngorongoro crater is more than just a wildlife haven, it is a living example of how nature, history, and human culture intersect. Each year, thousands of travelers descend into the crater not just to witness the famed Big Five lion, elephant, buffalo, leopard, and rhinoceros, but also to experience the powerful sense of timelessness the landscape evokes. The views from the crater rim are unforgettable, with morning mists often rising from the crater floor, revealing herds of animals moving silently through golden grass. The contrast between the lush, green forested walls and the dry, sun-drenched plains below adds to the visual drama of the environment. It's a place where ancient rhythms still govern life, a rare refuge in a rapidly changing world. In recent years, conservation strategies have increasingly focused on involving local communities in protecting the area. Initiatives promoting sustainable tourism, educational outreach, and responsible grazing practices are helping foster a sense of shared stewardship among residents. Efforts are also being made to upgrade infrastructure and limit ecological impact, ensuring that future generations can continue to experience Ngorongoro's grandeur. Ultimately, Ngorongoro crater stands as a powerful symbol of natural beauty, resilience, and the delicate balance between conservation and human needs. Whether you are drawn by its geological origins, its unparalleled biodiversity, or its deep ties to human ancestry, Ngorongoro leaves an enduring impression. It is not simply a destination, it is a journey into the soul of East Africa, where past and present converge in a landscape as rich in story as it is in life.